So maybe thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Maybe I think uh, I know all of you must be waiting for the moment now, and I don't want to come in between that. All of us are eagerly waiting for the award ceremony for which we have been here since morning. So I will not take much of the time for the simple reason that a lot of thing has already been covered. So a couple of things what comes to my mind, and before that. Let me take this opportunity. I don't see Ashish here, but Ashish, I think it took us a lot of time. We saw best workplace, we saw great place, great place to work. But कुछ तो मिसिंग था लगता है इतने सालों में. कुछ तो मिसिंग था कि अभी ये हैप्पीनेस की जरूरत पड़ी. And finally, I think Ashish and team, kudos to the business world team, Anurag Batra ji and entire team. Amazing the way you have picked up this topic. It was much due for all of us. And this is first of its kind, I believe, in the country where we have finally recognized that this is the most critical topic we all need to focus on. And finally, we are here. So, Ashish, kudos to you for bringing this amazing subject for many of the large conglomerate or many companies which have been looking forward to this. In addition to this, just let me tell you, I was glancing through the website of Happy Plus and what Ashish and team has created. It's something so amazing. Believe me, if you look into the tools and techniques, what is needed, many of us, we do it knowingly, unknowingly, but I think it's also a high time we recognize the importance of those tools and techniques which can help organizations. Maybe, for example, and I will not deny the fact that I am 100% there, maybe company like me, which I am representing, a natural resources company, sixth largest globally. I represent 100,000 people who work with me in Vedanta Group. I have 75 locations globally, chote, bade, big size factories. We contribute 1.5% to the GDP of the nation. Last year, we contributed 55,000 crore to the exchequers, to the government in terms of taxes, so on and so forth. We touch lives of 42 million people, which gives us a lot of satisfaction. But the point is, I think somewhere when you are running such organization, you need support of some experts. And that's where I see people like Ashish, his team, Happy Plus can contribute amazingly. And whenever you get a time, please go into the website, see more, interact with experts, and you as an organization can gain a lot of momentum. And business world, amazing for picking this up, this topic, which is much due. Okay. In fact, the way I said, बहुत सारी चीजें बात हो चुकी है. I don't want to get into it, but something which I personally feel, it has worked in Vedanta. I feel if you consciously practice this, any company, whether it's small size, medium size, big size, if you have a right HR processes, systems, everybody have talked about it. But if you do certain things, it might work brilliantly. It has worked in my company, and I'm sure it can work. There are 5 things which I just want to share with all of you. Might be the nomenclature, the essence would, the essence will remain same, but कुछ चीजें आप करते रहेंगे, you must be calling it differently. But these are the 5 fundamental things. Maybe just can you move to the next slide? Okay, so these are 5 subjects, 5 key pillars, you can call it. And believe me, 100,000 people who work in Vedanta, they follow this. We all adhere to this. We are a team of 500 HR professionals, and this has worked with us amazingly. Number 1, I think any of the employees, any executives, any people who work in organization, they look for purpose. We have spoken enough about it, but they want to be part of the organization which is growth oriented. Believe me, if you have that mindset, if you can project it, if you can, exhibit that kind of demonstration that yes, we are a kind of fast emerging, fast growing, growth oriented organization. We are working with a purpose. We are an organization which are contributing to the local, to the state, to the national level agenda. Believe me, in today's context, in today's workforce, people want to be part of that kind of organization. Number 2, we strongly believe leadership from within. When anybody joins you, they look forward to growth. They look forward to a kind of career. And And what we have done in our company, across 10 large businesses where we operate, we have ensured people get significantly higher role even at a young age. We strongly believe if people are ready 60%, 70%, give them the opportunity. And invariably, we have seen they have proven in terms of achieving the milestone, giving us the outcome deliverables. It's very important that, whether it's a fresher or whether it's a lateral or any expats, people need anchoring, people need handholding. If you have those anchoring process in place, whatever I'm saying, it might be sounding very simple in nature, but believe me, these are all very, very pragmatic in nature. बहुत pragmatic hai if you do it very consciously. And let me tell you, it doesn't happen so easily. It requires a lot of guts. It requires a lot of courage. And I will come to that pillar when I talk about differentiated reward and recognition. It might be sounding very simple to all of us who are sitting here. Many of us are, very experienced professionals, but itna easy nahi hai. Rewarding people, giving to somebody who is less in age, but very good in performance, giving boss less but his subordinates more. It doesn't happen so easily. So that's where the differentiated reward matters a lot. We strongly believe even the people, those who come from campus, we include them in stock option scheme. People look forward to a kind of reward and recognition. Leadership from within, two things I will just share with you, especially the decision making role and visibility. People look forward to a kind of visibility in the organization. When you have such a large organization, khushi tab milti hai when people are seeing me. When I get a platform where people can see me that yes, falana dikra ne bahut acha kaam kiya. You see them on the forum, you give them a kind of decision making opportunity, and then you see the kind of magic what the person delivers in terms of the outcome. I talked about the differentiated reward. It's very, very important if you are thinking for the high performance organization. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, for the simple reason, as we speak, in my organization, I have 30 nationalities who are working. I take people from Kashmir se leke Kanyakumari tak. I take people from the underprivileged institute, Northeast College. I give opportunity to all the people, those who deserve to be in a location, to be in a place, to be in an organization where they can flourish, where they can contribute directly to the pillar number one, which is nation building. And it matters a lot if you have that kind of diversity, if you have that kind of inclusion, if you can value the ideas and suggestions. Aajkal ke youngsters, they are so good in digital and technology. I think many of us, we spoke about it. But do we have those opportunities? Do we provide that kind of projects? Do we provide that kind of high impact role, what they want to do? Can their ideas and suggestions be valued? Whether we have a people, where we have a forum where people hearing those ideas and suggestions, rewarding those ideas and suggestions, that can give us a great outcome. Finally, I think one of my colleagues talked about it, quality of life, most important. I think we all have done that in whatever little bit we could in any of the organization, the care part of it, the well-being part of it. In our organization, the way I said, 100,000 people, but we went beyond that. I think our chairman, Mr. Anil Agarwal, he said कि हमारे लिए, हमारे employees के लिए, family के लिए तो करना ही है. But can we take one extra step? Can we help all the business partners, those who work with us? All the business partners, we have 10,000 business partners who work with us in various capacities. Can we help their family as well? In whatever initiatives we took during COVID time, we ensured that it is not limited to employees and executives and their family, but it is also extended to the business partners. Finally, couple of points. I think since, many of our locations are remote, we come from a manufacturing setup. हमने बहुत बात की है इसके बारे में. It's very important we provide best of the infrastructure facilities. When you have operations in remote locations, people need to feel that whatever one can experience in metro kind of locations, they need to have that. If just to name one example, in case if you have not heard, the aluminium business, what we have, Jharsuguda is a location in Orissa. And I always tell people, I am not from Reliance, but I give that example. 2 locations nobody should miss to see in their lifetime. The way we say ताजमहल को देखना है, अगर आपको कोई 2 मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लोकेशंस देखने हैं, Reliance Jamnagar, the way I have heard, I have seen it, amazing. Second, the Jharsuguda location in Orissa. Believe me, It's one of the finest location what India could have produced. And that makes us proud. That makes us a kind of, a kind of organization where we feel end of the day, it's all about how do you inspire the dreams of people, 100,000, but the 2,000 people who joins with a lot of aspiration. We hire 1,000, freshers plus, 1,000 on the graduate level, 2,000 people year on year from the most premier institute from the campus. And they look forward to a kind of building aspiration. They have a dream. If you can provide them a kind of dream, if you can provide them a limitless growth, I think you are making a happy organization. Finally, I will just end with, and yes, my time is up. I'm just reminded of what my Guruji used to tell me, कि दुख एक तमन्ना का और न कोई बात है. तमन्ना is nothing, but I'm just relating it to a greed. ग्रीड होती है हर एक को बहुत कुछ चाहने की. दुख एक तमन्ना का और न कोई बात है. तमन्ना मिट जाए तो सुख हाथों हाथ है. तमन्ना एक कारण करे जीव पाप है. तमन्ना मिट जाए तो पाप नहीं आप है. And if when you become up, you are a happy person. In whatever you do, you are happy. With this, thank you so much for giving this opportunity, and great job done, Ashish and team, and Anurag Batra ji and team. Thanks again. Thank you.